Hello and welcome to the latest update of the sugarcane rainfall outlook for the Central District. This presentation will cover the recent rainfall totals recorded so far in May, then the forecast rainfall over the short term. We'll then look at the June and July rainfall outlooks in detail before a summary of the longer term winter rainfall outlooks and climate drivers. During May, rainfall has been below average for most areas, with around 10 to 30% of the May average rainfall received so far, as shown by these red dots on the right. Coastal Mackay is the exception, where totals in excess of 100 millimetres have reached 100% or slightly above the median May rainfall. In the short term, little in the way of rainfall is expected, with light southeasterly stream showers mainly impacting the coastline. This graphic shows the 10-day rainfall accumulations to 10 p.m. next Friday the 2nd of June, and we can see across the next 10 days, rainfall totals are expected to be less than 10 millimetres for most parts, possibly higher around the Proserpine region and Clark Range. A colder air mass will reach the Central District during Saturday, with minimum temperatures in particular plummeting to 6 to 10 degrees below average for May, before slowly climbing again mid to late next week. Here we have the chance of exceeding 25 millimetres of rainfall over the next fortnight, broken down into week-long periods. You can access these maps on the link above. I have selected 25 millimetres to display, and on the website there are a number of rainfall thresholds available between 1 millimetre and 700 millimetres to choose from. For the Central District, we are looking at a mostly dry fortnight ahead, with a 10% or less chance of exceeding 25 millimetres across both week 1 and week 2. Into the whole of June outlook, and we can see a below average to equal chance, around 35 to 50%, of exceeding the June median rainfall, with the model skill typically getting it correct 55 to 65% of the time. For further information, including point location forecasts, check the Bureau Climate Outlooks page on the link provided. This translates into a lower chance of seeing rainfall close to the historical median for the month, as we can see from the lower rainfall values in the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median values on the right. Expanding further on the possible June rainfall totals here, with the high chance on the left, the 75% chance, or 3 out of 4 times, we can expect to see at least this much through the month of June, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance, or 1 out of 4 times, we would see these totals exceeded in the region across June. Moving on to the month of July, and a more neutral to slightly wetter signature is evident on the rainfall outlook, with average odds of around 40 to 65% of exceeding the July median rainfall. The model skill during July is typically correct 50 to 65% of the time. This translates into a roughly equal chance of seeing rainfall close to or slightly higher than the historical median for the month, as we can see from the slightly higher values in the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. Expanding further on the possible July rainfall totals here, with the high chance on the left, the 75% chance of exceeding, or 3 out of 4 times, we can expect to see at least this much through the month of July, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance, or 1 out of 4 times, we would expect to see these totals exceeded in the region. And a quick snapshot of the rainfall outlook for winter months through June to August as a whole, and we see a low to about equal, around 30 to 50% chance of exceeding the median rainfall across winter. The model is typically correct 65 to 75% of the time through this forecast period. So what's driving this? We are currently in an El Niño watch, with a 50% chance of El Niño forming later this year, around double the normal likelihood. In recent months, we have observed eastern tropical Pacific waters warming, but we've seen little atmospheric response yet. All international climate models indicate it is very likely Pacific Ocean temperatures will reach El Niño thresholds during the winter. However, an atmospheric response is also required for an El Niño to be declared by the Bureau. An El Niño is normally associated with lower than average winter and spring rainfall over eastern Australia. This translates into about an equal or slightly lower chance of seeing the rainfall close to historical median for the winter, as we can see from the slightly lower values on the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. That's it for this update. As always, check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website or the BOM weather app, and be sure to send any feedback through to agriculture@bom.gov.au. We'd love to hear from you. See you next Outlook. Thanks for listening.